Hello, Americans. Let me just ask you this. Just how dumb you are if you are even considering voting for Joe Biden over Donald Trump, voting Kamala Harris over Mike Pence. I'm not an American. We don't even get to vote from the country I'm living in. And this is why people are saying, given just how important it is and how significant and profound it affects the whole world, the President of the United States should be voted by the people of the entire planet, or at least the free world, because we are indeed electing the leader of the free world here, right? So as an outsider, or the third party you might call it, since I don't actually get to vote, so please allow me to ask you a few questions, very simple ones actually. Question number one, which is probably the most important question of all, is why? Why you vote for Joe Biden? What are your reasons? First of all, don't you know that Joe Biden has some sort of brain issues? Because everybody on earth, even me, being so far away from the United States, knows that Joe Biden obviously has some sort of dementia. Alzheimer, cognitive decline, brain disorders, or whatever it is you want to call it. And I don't blame him because, let's face it, he's 78 years old. And he's a patient, for God's sake. He is an elderly patient who is suffering from a senile dementia, for fuck's sake. I know it because my father suffered from the same disease. My dad is a really great man and has a golden heart. But he couldn't tell the difference between the bathroom and the living room and constantly asked my mom who she is. I love my old man, but I wouldn't let him decide any issue in my life or in my family, let alone let him decide or lead a whole fucking country, let alone this fucking country is called the United States of America. Fuck no, man. So it is utterly immoral and irresponsible to assign a job which is one of the most difficult, stressful, and certainly the most important job in the world to a 78 years old patient who is suffering from some sort of senile dementia or brain disorder. This is the pure elderly abuse and patient abuse. It is a crime just even considering it. And if you do not that, and still considering to vote for Joe Biden, hanging the whole country of USA and the whole free world to a 78 years old senile dementia patient who mixes his wife and sisters and believes himself has been a senator for over 180 years, then you should be condemned. You should be ashamed of yourself because you don't deserve to vote. Because you are abusing the democracy. You are abusing your right to vote. So shame on you, you elderly abuser. Shame on you, you democracy abuser. You should live in CCP China or North Korea. You don't deserve the freedom and human rights of this country. You don't deserve the Constitution. You don't deserve the United States of America.
Can he really run in November? Here's his latest appearance where once more he forgot where he was and then tried to pass it off as some kind of joke.
Welcome to Kingswood Community Center. Actually, that's the one down I used to work. As a joke. You didn't know where we were. Anyway, it's great to be here and back at a place where,
Yeah, it's just great to be here wherever I am. Now, later in the same appearance, he inadvertently focused on what must be looming as his own greatest vulnerability.
People are losing faith in what the president says. Think about it. The words of a president matter significantly.
Well, they sure do. And that's why there are a lot of questions about this man becoming president. And in a video that was put out by his own team, Biden reminds us that he does know that he is a politician.
Don't listen to anybody who tells you not to wear a mask if it matters. It matters, it matters, it matters. We're going to overcome this. Listen to what the scientists say, not the politicians. And I'm a politician, I know, but I'm listening to the scientists.
Yep, listen to the politicians. He is a politician. Yes, Joe Biden knows he's a politician, but for how long?
Friend, time friend, and she's a friend. She's been my friend in and out of public life. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. Tomorrow's Superstar Tuesday. All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. I love this place. Look, what's not to like about Vermont? One of the things I'm proudest of is getting passed, getting moved, getting control of the Paris Climate Accord. I'm the guy that came back after meeting with Deng Xiaoping and making the case that I believe China would join if we put pressure on them. You had people like you had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in Germany. Go to Joe 30330. Watch what happened when those kids from Parkland came up to see me when I was vice president. They went into and some of you covered it. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words. And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. Why you texting? Why? You're getting nervous, man. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. I'm not sedentary. I get up and no, let him go. Let him go. Look, the reason I'm running is because I've been around a long time and I know more than most people know. And I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Let's take the 19 steps. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. I'm beginning to see why your wife left you. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up. He said, "You walk out with that chain, and you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head." If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330 and help me in this fight. Thank you very much.
So, folks, all the so-called Biden supporters, actually, I'm wondering if there's any. Okay, tell me this guy is your responsible and rational choice for commanding this country, leading the free world, and fighting against all the religions and terrorists around the world, especially CCP. Tell me this is the true voice of your good conscience and intelligence. And this is only question 1, Americans. I still got a few questions following. Thank you. I'm Cozy Neat. See you next time.